Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Nerdsmith Presents Hallow Rock. I am your GM for the evening, Lane. I am so very excited to continue our perhaps now stranger little adventure in the town of Hallow Rock, Washington. But first, my players, please introduce yourselves again, friends.
Hi, I'm Benjamin Gray. You can call me Ben. He, him pronouns. I'm playing Blomsky Buckaloo, also he, him pronouns, a 14-year-old boy who has recently reinvented himself in sort of the worst way possible, sort of a 4chan way. I'm part of the podcast Roleplay Retcon, where we remake famously disappointing movies using tabletop RPGs and storytelling games. And tonight, I've made the safety decision to not wear the suit jacket.
Noir,
I think it's you.
Oh,
it's
so
me.
sorry.
Who's first?
Noir's first.
Oh, okay. Well, hello, everybody. I'm Noir. I am playing Largo Piro, but he much prefers to go by his online handle, Azrael's Wrath XOXO22. You can find me generally every Friday over on Gen Con TV. I'm one of the hosts of Table Takes, where we discuss the news of everything TTRPG. And then Saturday morning, I am the host with my partner Anita of Morning Ritual, where we interview all of your favorite TTRPG personalities.
So yeah,
That's
I'm very
it.
excited to have you on our show finally after a couple of weeks.
I know. I'm so excited. Thank y'all for your patience.
Maury.
And hello, I am Maury. I'm still Australian. I don't really have anything to plug, but you can find me pretty much everywhere that's important at Memento Morrigan, with the exception of Twitch, because Memento Morrigan was taken. That I don't have anything to plug, so
That's totally fine. Before we begin, I would like to thank our sponsors. We are graciously sponsored by World Anvil, your fully customizable world building and campaign tool. We here at Nerdsmith love World Anvil. We have our own page for our homebrew world of Vale. I personally use World Anvil for a lot of other world building and creative things. There are so many amazing tools that you can get out of it, and I would absolutely check it out if you're interested, even for TTRPGs, for writing for any other sort of information where you would need to create a world. We are also sponsored by Die Hard Dice, the internet's premier place for dice and dice accessories for you or the dice dragon in your life. Many of us here could extol the virtues of Die Hard Dice, but I don't really think we have to. And last but not least, we are affiliates of Hero Forge, the internet's home for custom miniatures. This one's a big one. There are many people, myself included, who we love Hero Forge here. The tools that they have are incredible. They're continuously coming out with new products, refining what they do. So if you or someone else in your life needs a place to make a custom miniature, whether that is physical or digital, check them out at Hero Forge. And without further ado, let's get a quick recap into our last adventure of the misfit teenagers of Hallow Rock. When last we met, 3 of our intrepid friends had found themselves following a interesting figure they all had kind of met before, Oleana, a recent somewhat graduate of Hallow Rock High who was revealed to be perhaps more than she was letting on. Oleana revealed herself to be not quite so human. A sort of fey creature who drew these 3 kids, our friends Blomsky, Ashley, and Carter, into her world as they accidentally stumbled into a tussle between her and another person? Fey? Unsure. They never really learned this person's name. But after following her, the group of them discovered a lot more than they bargained for, discovering that not only is Oleana in fact some sort of fairy or fey creature, she's one of many living in the town of Hallow Rock. As they all learned that, well, Oleana's a little bit of a big deal. She's a survivor of the Great Fire of Seattle, an event where the capital city of Washington burned to the ground and a new city was built on top of it. But that original city wasn't home to humans. It was home to Fae. And many of those Fae who survived decided to get the hell out of Dodge and ended up a bit farther away, settling in Hallow Rock to make their own way. And ever since then, it's been all right for them. But recently there have been whispers of something else going on. And Oleana has, unfortunately, had to deal with it in her own way. And now, so have, well, two of you. As another member of our group, well, we'll find out what Largo's been up to in a little bit. But the other two of you, along with Carter, followed Oleana to the southern woods, a place that is generally thought to be pretty dang haunted. Like, somebody walks into these woods every couple years and just never comes out. You know why. Oleana told you about the settlement inside of this place. Ostenvoso, the Beyond. A place for Fae who cannot hide themselves. But she's looking for allies, and you agreed to help her. So together, she led you through the woods to some sort of path, entrance, and you are following her down that path. As she's very carefully told you to not run off. Be careful. There's lots of people who hang out here who aren't gonna understand. They're not all like me. You're gonna be safe, you just need to not run off. I believe when we last left, I think Ashley was holding one of Oleana's hands. Carter had the other, and Blomsky was like awkwardly walking behind them. I think you're muted, Ben.
Yeah, not holding anyone's hand.
Yeah. Giving off, I think we said a little bit of like, he definitely does want to hold someone's hand, but he's not letting anybody know that. He is very close behind them, but no. He doesn't need to. This is not scary. This isn't the woods where that one guy maybe disappeared like a year ago. It's fine. Oleana has this very bright, almost excited smile on her face as she leads you through this. It is almost like a tunnel. The trees have kind of grown so tall that the tops curve over on tops of themselves. And there is still light coming through. It is still the beginning of the day. It's bright outside, but it's that sort of pinprick of light that comes through as these big, beautiful leaves almost enclose you in. And as you keep moving your way forward, you are starting to hear sound. People, music, the sounds of civilization, or something along the lines of it. And Oleana takes you down the path as it kind of curves out. You have no idea how long you've been walking, or how long it's been, how far you've been. You are both pretty aware at this point of weird magic things. Oleana took you through some sort of weird portal to get to her house up on the hill. But, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. She seems very excited as she sort of draws you in and comes around a corner. And it's the strangest thing. It really does look like almost a miniature city is in front of you, just in the middle of these woods. There are buildings almost built into and around the trees, into the hills. This mix of almost similar to the home that Oleana herself lived in. It's this beautiful, almost antiquated fairy tale-esqueness of it, but also there are modern affectations. Things are built in a way that either of you might recognize, but they're twisted in their own way. And there are people, well, people everywhere. None of them have seemed to notice you as you just sort of come up down this path into what appears to be some sort of open square. The ground has been not paved, but this is clearly some sort of actual settlement. It's been here a while. There are maybe bricks or some sort of stone has been inlaid in the ground. And there is just, where there was just darkness, trees, and nothing, there is suddenly so much life everywhere.
Is
I
there
mean,
pizza? This is not a joke question.
uh-huh.
I mean, it's a funny question, but it's not a joke
No, it's a
question.
funny question. It's
Like you said, there was like things I would recognize. That there's like
you
modern
do
affectation.
like, you're looking around and it's a lot. There is a lot happening, but around a corner you do see something kind of familiar, and you do pick up a very distinctive smell that does not typically appear in a forest, and it does in fact smell a little bit like pizza.
Huh. All right, I got a question. So, some of this stuff, did we take it from you or did you take it from us? Not take it, but you know.
It's a little bit of both.
Mm,
So you guys are smart. We sometimes like to, borrow things.
okay.
But we also give you stuff too. That
Well,
one I will say. And she sort of nods up in the direction of what is some sort of pizza place, like hole in the wall pizza place. It's like literally like a hole in a wall, like of stone. But like it's very clear, like the infrastructure of it is in fact a pizza joint. It just happens to be literally a hole in a wall.
It's pizza.
And you do and you do see somebody like standing outside of it, like waiting for someone. You can't really see all of them, but you do notice they're very, very tall, like taller than you would expect someone to be, like upwards of like maybe 7 or 8 feet tall. And then there's this sort of little whirring around them as something very, very tiny and almost like you can't really make it out, but it's flittering around them. You hear another sound off in another direction, and it sounds like laughter, like a laughter of a child. And you see a very, very ostensibly human looking person with sort of deep gray skin and long hair and these sort of not quite like horns, but sort of affectation. And they lean down and pick up what is very clearly their child, that they sort of hoist on top of their shoulders and turn around a corner. And as you two both look around and you see Carter's doing the same thing, the people look different than you would expect. Many of them look very different. There's a woman off on one corner who appears to literally have hair made out of beautiful, soft, pastel-colored flowers. There's someone off down one distance that might just be a bipedal wolf. You're not entirely sure, but they're just people. They're just maybe not normal, but they're just people living their lives in whatever this is. Oleana doesn't seem concerned. She's definitely keeping an eye on all of you, but she sort of moves you closer through. Well, I don't know where Zywi is, but I will need to talk to her.
Okay. What do you want us to do?
I mean, don't get yourselves in trouble.
I mean, you keep telling us what not to do. Like, why are we here? If we're not supposed to do something, then like we could just do that at home, not do stuff.
Talk to people. Maybe understand that we're not so different. I told you what not to do. This place is generally safe for the most part. And
Okay,
you're
but what
smart.
if we do something? What if we do something wrong and you just haven't told us not to do it yet? Like what? I feel like there's
You
a lot
really
of
want me
gray
to
area going
babysit
on.
you? Because I don't want to do that either.
You want the honest answer to that question?
Yes.
I mean, wouldn't say no. I mean, considering survival and all.
I would like to specifically make the point that I do not need a babysitter. And I kind of like tilt my head toward Ashley. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go talk to that wolf person.
Just be careful, okay?
All right. Wait. But careful how? Is the wolf person going to wolf
no,
wolf
they're
me?
not gonna
Okay.
eat you. Just
Well,
remember what I said.
I didn't think so until you said be careful.
Go.
Okay. All right.
Meet me back here
Uh-huh.
in 2 hours if I don't come and find you.
You got it.
She just sort of...
Does time work normally here?
Yes, time works normally here.
Okay, just okay. Then
So
my first
Blonsky
friend was an
wandered off
iPhone.
in the direction of the wolf.
How easy was it to set timers on phones in 2005? My first phone was an iPhone.
Your phone has a clock on it.
Close enough.
I thought you said my first friend was an iPhone.
Also not wrong.
Which is like
I did too.
I was gonna say that's my favorite alt rock album.
Oh my god. Ashley,
Siri was my first friend.
do you head in any particular direction, or are you following Blonsky? Just to get a tone of what you're doing, so I can figure out where exactly we're gonna go first. Because there's a lot happening here.
I think Ashley follows Blonsky for about the 7 or so seconds it takes for her to overtake him. Because Ashley doesn't follow people, people follow her.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, she just like jogs a little bit ahead of Blonsky and then starts walking and then realizes where she doesn't know where she's going and then just kind of meanders around a bit.
All right. In that case, let's see. How about this? Blonsky, you are walking towards this very tall... They're a bit further away. You are pretty speedy when you want to be. But they are like somewhat farther down, and you do see as you're getting closer this, again, ostensibly, this is a wolf, just sort of not quite humanoid, but bipedal. They're standing on 2 legs. They are like dressed like a person. There's this very long, like what seems to be well crafted sort of like strands of like beaded necklaces, and they are talking to someone else that you can't see around like the other side of a building. But it is very strange to just see a wolf just talking like you would normally expect. They're sort of gesturing with their paws, just sort of talking, having a very clearly animated conversation with somebody else. And Ashley, as you get ahead, you are walking, not really paying attention. You don't know where you're going, just sort of looking for anything potentially familiar. And your eyes lock onto something that is familiar, but wait, what? And standing almost like he's waiting for something, you see... What the fuck is Largo doing here? Would you like to describe Largo for us, Noir? Since this is your first time here with us. Give us a picture of what it is that Ashley sees, sort of expectantly waiting around the corner of a building.
I can do that, and I apologize. He's wearing a multicolored beanie with some anime protagonist on the center of it. A button-up dress shirt with Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, Gohan, just like all of them around. He's wearing Jinko jeans with chains just kind of strewn about the pants for no reason. And he's wearing some high top Reeboks, but you can barely see them because the hem of the jeans are almost to the ground.
And Largo, you are not even really sure that this is a little bit weird, but you were given a very, very lucrative promise of multiple 3-month subs of Warcraft. So you followed the weird instructions that told you to show up here. You don't really know who you're looking for, but when you see two very familiar people heading slightly your direction, it's a little confusing. You're also very confused by all of the things. This is very weird. You're not entirely sure if this is real or not. But here we are.
It's pretty sweet IRL art.
What the shit?
Hey, what's up, Ash? You here for the Warcraft codes?
So
What
Blonsky.
the fuck are you doing here?
Here for the Warcraft codes. Oh, I get it. You thought this was like, you're the only one that had to hook up? Psst, I'm connected. All right, I know all sorts of things.
I don't even play Warcraft anymore. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, can I get your codes?
Get your codes. I don't even know what that means.
I know there's no psychic damage in this game, but
Like, Blomsky has been avoiding this person for like 2 weeks now. And like, him impossibly being in the magic forest, the one person in the world where I was sure I would not run into him, and him being here is like, he cannot process that.
I got leaked strats, so I could go everywhere. I know everything. If both of you aren't gonna use your codes, can I get them? Like, if they give us any free swag.
There's no codes, Largo. There's no codes.
What do you mean? There's no codes? I was told there'd be codes.
you walked into the explicitly haunted forest that everyone tells you not to go in because you thought there would be codes to Warcraft?
3-month free subscription.
I am paying you to do my homework and I am regretting that decision.
Okay, Ashley, that is actually a lot. Like 3 months is
3 months, that's like
so like that's actually.
Yeah, I know it's a lot.
It's actually a lot of
Obviously, it's a lie.
$65, $78.32 with tax.
Yeah.
And the fact that you can do the math that quickly is somewhat impressive. But the point
That's
still
why I did your
stands.
homework.
Wait, what? I'm so. You thought here was the place you'd get them?
Like, I know the place is scary and stuff. First off, though, like, I'm 100% that guy. So, like, I'm not scared of nothing. And also, like, it's a little scary, but, like, chillax. It's not that big a deal. And I figure it'd be a great place to have, like, a IRL LARP. So it makes sense that they would go to, like, a scary place and set up, like, a spooky LARP. It's like a haunted house. But if you complete the haunted house, you get Warcraft codes.
Hold on. Are you indeed scared of nothing?
Yeah, I'm not scared of nothing. Why? What are you scared of?
No. This is
A buff table?
I'm angling for possibly some mechanics here. Are you indeed scared of nothing? I know you're not. And would I know what you're scared of? And would my new persona want to strike at the dark heart of that?
I think there might be some rumors about what he's scared of. There might be a story about a time the neighborhood dog got loose and he ran 3 blocks home. Do with that information what you will.
What kind of dog was it? What kind of dog was it?
A black lab.
No, okay. It's like, yeah, you're scared. You're scared of dogs, Largo.
I'm not scared of dogs. I have a healthy respect for them because they are bred of warriors.
All right, well played. I didn't see that coming. Largo, I think we should back up. And
why are
what?
the coats in the back?
No.
Oh.
Who told you there was stuff here?
I got an email.
All right, I get that. I got the email part. Who was the email from?
I have no idea.
So you assume it's from Blizzard Incorporated, then?
Probably. I thought it was like a promotional thing, you know?
And you think Blizzard, the video game company,
yeah,
is headquartered here in the woods?
No, there's this new thing that's kicking off. Like, it's gonna be big later. It's called viral marketing. So I thought that's what this was, where they were gonna like do like some small like weird little thing, take clips, put it on their website, and then they were gonna be like, "Oh, look, our game is so intense. Look at how scared everybody is." And then they were gonna use footage of us being like, "Oh, I'm so scared."
So you have to talk to Oleana.
Who?
You know that Oleana is this girl who graduated a couple years ago. She's a really good singer, but she didn't get into college anywhere. She works at like a like one of the cafes nearby the high school. She kind of just hangs around. She has a reputation for sort of being like not really like a slacker stoner kid, but like she's cool. Like you never really hung out with her. You know, like she used to be part of the crowd that like Carter hung out with. Like she rides around in a skateboard a lot. Like she's just sort of around, but like she's just another person around town. You don't really know that much about her.
Wait. You're talking about the cafe skater.
Yeah, Oleana, nice voice.
Oh, I didn't know she sings. Well, that's cool. No, I didn't talk to her. Why, did she say something about me? Like, what'd she say?
It's not what we're doing here, Largo.
Ah.
Okay, have we lost sight of Oleana? I know she said she was busy, but this seems important.
You turn around and you don't automatically see her. You're sort of looking out for both what you know she looks like and what you know she looks like. And you immediately don't see any of that sort of like, you don't see the broken wings. You don't see any of that green light that you kind of known to look out for her. You don't see that. But you also just don't, she's not, in her human form, she's not super recognizable, especially amongst all of these people. But you do kind of like look around, look and see, and you don't automatically see her. And as you're doing that, you hear this little click sound. You're really so easy. You know that? And all of you see something looking at you as on the windowsill of this building is a little mouse. A little mouse wearing a little, like, some sort of little, like, thing, but it's a little mouse just sort of staring at you with its little paws like this. And it has some sort of, like, thing hanging, like, little, like, it's got something in its tail that is just sort of swinging back and forth. It was really easy to get you here.
The special effects at this LARP are positively sick.
I'm not.
We have so many
complicated.
discussions. We have so many discussions we need to talk about. Oh my god, this is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
What's in its tail?
It's got like some sort of like, it's maybe like part of like an arrowhead or a little piece of like stone or something that is just sort of like idly sort of swinging around. Like it doesn't seem, it's not aggressive or threatening. It's just like when you're fidgeting with something, but as opposed to using its paws, it's using its tail. It's just sort of,
Is this the quest giver? When do we pick up our weapons?
no, I really wouldn't
Probably
do that.
when
for you.
Oleana gets back.
This is a place of peace. We don't fight. Not when we
What?
It's It's a no PvP zone there, Largo.
Oh.
You're so funny with the way you talk
Jesus.
sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Well, you're being boring now. I don't like that. That's not fun.
I think they'll give out plushies of the mouse when this is all over.
God, I hope so.
I have a name. You don't have to be rude.
Oh, there's like an act. Okay.
No, do not give
No, please,
the mouse
God, no.
your name.
God, no.
That's the one thing we know. Make
Okay,
up a different name.
Fun.
Hey, you know what you should do is you should introduce yourself as your dumb anime name. That'd be great.
First off, that is my super real name. Like, when I get money, I'm gonna change my name to that. And it's super cool. Azrael was like the god of death in the Bible, I think.
And probably one of those books.
Have you actually ever read the Bible?
Yeah.
Okay, have you, Ashley?
Yes.
Like, Azrael.
Once.
Although she
I
has
was
a
like
point.
7, but like,
Azrael got super aggro and he dropped the fireball on Egypt. Everybody knows that.
Honestly, he could be right, and I wouldn't know.
that sounds very Dragon Ball.
I am Azrael's Wrath. XOXO22.
Hello.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm very nice to meet you.
What's
My
your
name
name?
is Moire.
Moire. Oh, that's a pretty cool name.
Thank you. I like it a lot too. What shall we do now?
I play a paladin, but it'd be really cool if you're my animal companion. Is there like some way we can make that happen?
Talk so fun.
He's. Yeah,
He
he's
doesn't
dumb.
know, does he?
Yeah,
You
we
know.
need to have like an
And the
adult
mouse sort of
conversation
turns
about.
its gaze to look at you, Ashley, with this sort of like,
Oh, you do. Oh, interesting.
I know enough.
Oh, you would.
I think
Absolutely.
probably.
It would be a shame if you didn't. Oh. Interesting. Oh, this just gets more and more interesting by the second.
the mouse is sort of just flitting its eyes between now the three of you, very intently, just sort of like,
All right. Hey,
I'm sorry, I'm just having like an entire Disney moment.
human huddle, real quick. Human huddle, real quick.
I play a night elf, so am I allowed in that?
My God, we know you never shut up about it.
Real quick.
My night elf is incredibly awesome. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Here's
What's
the
up?
thing. I really want to have a good first day as like human ambassadors to the whatever the hell this world is. But
Azeroth.
I kind of don't trust this mouse, but I also think it's problematic. No, I wouldn't say problematic. I also think maybe it's kind of messed up to not trust the mouse, and I don't know what to do here.
Well,
I think we should keep a healthy respect because we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, okay, that doesn't really answer the question, Ashley.
also, we need to know, like, I'm tank. Are you DPS or heals?
Oh my god, Largo, you know what? You are, what's the quietest class?
Okay.
Anyone that faces me because I kill him, you got served.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not giving you anything.
No, I'm sorry.
Like
I'm just-
I can't. Like, see, the problem is you won that, but I can't like let you win it. Is the thing. So I don't know where to go from here. I think so. That's the energy that Blonsky is giving you right now.
This is where I stopped playing.
Yeah. Anyway, I think this human huddle has gone on for a long time.
Yeah, I feel like we're excluding the mouse.
You know what? Ashley, you and I should introduce ourselves without using our names and see where it goes from there.
I am not making up a fake name.
You don't have to do that. Make up a title.
At least not.
This is our new job. We're emissaries from the human world. We're very important.
It's not even a class.
I can work with it. Oh my god, I will.
All right,
I'm
all right.
going
Human
to
huddle.
bitch slap you.
That was probably bad Foley work where I clapped into my mic just now. Sorry, everybody.
That was fine.
Okay. Hi.
Hello.
We are emissaries from the human world. This is our first day on our sort of new outreach program.
Oh.
Yes, we're very important. We are
more.
VIPs from the human world, as you can see by my
Oh my goodness. I can tell.
my regalia.
Uh-huh.
This is my associate.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Just
You're my associate.
we have been given instructions to just sort of get to know your world. You know, like do you have a job?
Oh, I don't really have a job, but things around here in Ostrovosto are a little different than you would expect.
Sure. Yes, that's why we're here.
Oh, well, not everywhere is like this. We just, well,
The mouse sort of looks between themselves and the three of you.
can't really do much out in the town. At least not what you all are.
Oh,
I do have one very important question.
Mhm.
What's up with the pizza place? That feels like
Pizza's good. Why are you questioning that? We can like
I just
pizza.
wasn't.
What's
I
wrong
just
with
wasn't,
that?
like-
Do you have a
They're
problem
right.
with that?
I don't have a problem with pizza. I'm just questioning how you get like the ingredients. Like how do
Questioning
you?
how we get things?
Yeah, what kind of cheese do you guys use? That is actually a really good question.
Do you think we have to? Oh, mortals are so stupid sometimes. How
You're
do you think we
stupid.
get any of this?
I'm assuming not by truck.
Well, as emissaries,
Don't
we were
be
hoping
so
you would tell us.
literal. My
I
goodness.
get it. This is
No, you don't.
this is the ad part of it. So like this is a partnership with Pizza Hut, like when Spider-Man came out. So if I get a large pizza, then I get the codes.
Hey, Largo,
Yes, Bosky.
did you know that the guy in the Matrix is the guy from Bill and Ted?
Whoa.
Yeah, that guy.
Wait. If the guy from the Matrix is the guy from Bill and Ted, and the guy from Bill and Ted is the guy from Speed, that means the guy from Speed is the guy from the Matrix.
That does track.
I can't leave anyone. What the fuck are you doing here?
We are emissaries from. Oh, hi, Eliana.
And you two see Oleana. Largo, you see. Well, you two see Oleana as you see Oleana as you know how Oleana really looks. She's a little bit taller. She has shorter hair. Her eyes and the inside of her mouth when she speaks glow that bright iridescent green. Largo, you see a probably 6 foot tall woman, very gaunt skin with these dark, nasty looking burn scars all down her neck and her chest and her arms. She looks not quite skeletal, but not human. And there are these sort of marks on her arms and almost like coming out of her that are this green. And when she opens her mouth to talk to you, the inside of her mouth glows this bright green. And at her back are what appears to be wings, but they're only like the top half, and they are shredded and torn and just sort of moving intermittently when she moves. And the other two of you see that Oleana has some sort of creature sort of curled around her hand. This little, like, draconic looking thing.
Oh, that's
Be
fun.
nice. We have guests. But really, though, I can't leave you alone for 5 fucking minutes.
We did exactly what you told us to do. We went and we talked to a person. Actually, they talked to us, but still. And we didn't give any names out except for his dumb anime name, which maybe I'll
It's
never have
not
to hear again.
anime, it's Latin. Elite.
It's... Oh God, we were still saying that then, weren't we?
I'm just trying to find out how you all make pizza.
Like everybody else. They
But
have
where do the
resources to get
ingredients come
things.
from?
Well,
There are
like everybody else doesn't make any sense. There's lots of different ways to make pizza, and lots of different people make it different ways.
That the special effects on your costume are sick, but nobody told me we were supposed to bring costumes. So
Yeah.
it's that.
Raises an eyebrow?
Do you know this person? Did you email him?
Are you talking to Oleana or the mouse?
Oh, Oleana.
I know who the fuck he is. I
Well,
didn't email him, if that's what you're asking.
Well, he thinks somebody emailed him World of Warcraft stuff, and that's why he's here, which is probably bad news.
Am I gonna get my freaking codes or what here?
There are
'Cause,
no
like,
codes.
Okay. I'm going to just rip the band-aid off.
okay.
There are no coats. Berries are real. We are trying to prevent the end of Washington or perhaps America. Everything you see, this is not special effects. This is all real. I know it comes as a shock. I am running on 2 hours of sleep because of it. But you need to understand that this is all real.
We actually don't know it's not special effects, but it is not made by Blizzard.
See, like, this is the kind of roleplay that we wanted you to do in the server, but like, I
Stop
don't know what.
talking about the server, Largo.
This is why I joined the Horde.
You know what? I will never forgive you for that.
I'm not.
We agreed alliance. We agreed. It's fine.
Fine. And all three of you watch as this little draconic looking creature in Oleana's hands sort of shifts, and she tosses it up into the air. And it doesn't have wings, but it sort of flies up, and in this burst of light, there's a figure that sort of floats down from the ground. It's not very bright, but it's a significant sort of whoosh of light. And you see a woman standing there with almost like orangish brown skin, long red hair, and these sort of horns curling up out of her head that are very similar to the horns on the little dragon. It was sort of the same color as her skin, and she almost has what appears to be like branches curling up out of her hair and out of maybe her clothes, maybe her skin, you're not really sure. And she has these sort of silvery white eyes, and she opens her mouth and she has this bright sort of shining teeth, like pointed teeth.
Child, I'm sorry that one of us led you astray, but your friends
Try-
are correct.
But you're
Oh,
a
you're a
Draenei.
child.
Oh. I'm 16. Like, I'm basically an adult.
Oh. Ostranvosa will keep you safe as long as you keep Ostranvosa safe. Zaiwi does not take lightly to mortals in her domain. At least not ones that aren't invited. You three should be fine, so long as,
And she turns to Oleana.
as long as your friend is.
We just talking to people. Also, how you doing?
Oh, you
I
think so?
I adjust my tie a little bit.
Very sweet.
I didn't know they had orange Draenei.
Nobody knows what
He
you're
really
talking
doesn't
about,
understand. You really don't
Largo.
understand, do you?
He doesn't
Is he
understand the
blissfully
human
unaware,
world.
or
That's a good way,
think
a nice,
that-
polite way to put it. Yeah.
And the figure just sort of is
Painfully
looking
unaware for
around.
everyone else.
Oh, interesting. Well,
Like-
yeah, you bring such interesting people to my sister's domain. Truly. Isn't by choice. You know that. No, but still. She'll be very interested to meet them when she returns. That's not necessary. Oh, but it is. We so rarely get to meet mortals. I promise. I'll keep her in check. You don't have to worry. Andrina, fine. Fine. But if this fucks up, it is your fault. You really have spent so much time with them. You sound like one of them. Yes, Maury.
This is Ashley, like just
Actually raising her hand. Why are you raising your hand?
I have a question.
Ask it.
Can you only turn into like a little dragon, or can you turn into like a big dragon? And can normal people learn that?
Depends on your definition of normal.
Typical people.
Okay, can I learn that? Because that was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
And you see this woman, Andrina, as you heard Oleana call her, sort of slink toward you in this very sort of serpentine movement and sort of look. She doesn't get quite up to you, but she gets very close and you see her eyes, just those silver eyes looking at you.
Normally I would say no. Not something that mortals. Something else in there. May I?
And she holds out her hand. And you do see when she holds out her hand that there are these sort of fractaled, like, not scales, but it looks almost like bark sort of on her hand that sort of comes out little nubs, almost like a tree.
I'll give a small glance to Oleana.
Eliana just sort of goes, a shrug of,
Ostranvoso is generally safe, and if she does anything that... I'm right here.
Wait, is the town just named after a person? I guess that's not that weird. We do that all the time, don't we? Although
We
usually
live in
the person,
Washington.
Named
yeah,
after
but
a person.
to be fair,
It's named after a... It's complicated. People... We have a different way of referring to places we live, okay?
okay, cool. That's
Ostranvoso
cool.
was
Thank you
just
for
the
telling
name
me
of
that.
this settlement, but over time, you all decided to call... Eventually, mortals started calling the forest Ostranvoso, not just this place. And the name sort of stuck until it didn't. You all stopped speaking different languages. And actually, you see that this woman is still sort of just very gently holding her hand out to you.
And Ashley's gonna take it now that no one's specifically telling her not to.
And this woman takes her hand, and her skin, despite looking so sort of rough, is very soft. She sort of takes your hand, runs her fingers over it, looks back up at you now that she's much closer.
Oh, fascinating.
Oh, interesting. And where her hand touches yours, you feel this sort of, again, when, as you felt before when Oleana had sort of done certain things and she had held your hand or touched you, that sort of instinctual cool feeling. It is much stronger where this woman is sort of holding your hand. And you see that the little, like, nubs that kind of come out are sort of starting to grow a little bit, sort of blooming into these little sort of pale blue colored flowers.
Oh, interesting. Oh, it's deep down in the bloodline, but there's just a touch of the Oisi, just a little bit.
Whoa, what?
Just a little bit.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying Ashley's like you guys?
Oh, not like us. No, but Somewhere in there.
Oh,
And she sort of is turning your hand over in hers. And again, you feel this sort of comforting coolness, almost like water on like at the end of a very hot day, or the breeze off of the ocean. Very sort of comforting and cooling where she's touching your hand. She sort of lets go after a moment, draws her fingers across your palm. Touch of it. And she sort of reaches out and taps your chest, just a little bit of it.
Buried down in there. Not enough to be significant.
And Oleana is just sort of like, what? Really? 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 Yes, you don't have to raise your hand, ask a damn question.
Oh, right. This is where we get this is where we get our class, right? All right, do me next.
It's not.
And you see the woman just sort of look over at you.
There is nothing of us in you. I don't need to do that for you.
So that means I'm not a druid. I could have told you that. Where do I go to get the paladin class?
That's
Read the Bible.
There's no Bible in Azeroth. Or this new continent. What's it called? Olivelo?
still on the same continent. This place is just called Ostrinvoso.
Also,
always
it's
been
another
called-
plane?
Yeah, the plane of America.
No, like there's like the material plane, the spiritual plane.
You see Oleana is just sort of... It's the strangest thing because she still looks like her true Fae form. So this 6 foot tall, burned, glowing woman is just...
Someone sedate me. I didn't think it was going to be this difficult. For someone who inadvertently finds out so much, you are so dense.
Hey, like, that's not cool, man. And like, I'm gonna report you if you keep talking to me like that.
I can't wait for this character to have like a psychotic break when he like finally gets it. Can't wait. It's coming, and I can't wait.
I have too much on my plate for this. Too much on my plate for this.
Yeah, don't you work like 3 jobs in town?
That, you know why I have,
Breaking the immersion, man.
you know what I'm talking about.
Well, actually, I sort of don't. I mean, you've been really cagey with us the whole time. I get like...
You are aware of the uprising that I am trying to stop.
I guess, sort of, but
That could topple the foundation of my world and yours.
we're also kind of just taking your word on that. Like, no one else has said a word about that.
Oh, that's the quest line?
And you see you see Andrina just sort of...
Oh, that's why you're here. Interesting.
We're here to save the world.
Did we get you in trouble? I'm sorry.
I accept the quest.
Oh,
Let's
no
get it
one's
going.
in trouble. It's just interesting. I mean, not, of course, from the Angel of Fire, but that she'd bring mortals with her. It wasn't my choice. I told you that already.
Angel of Fire, that's kick ass, actually. Why have you not called yourself Angel of Fire around us?
Because I don't want to make a big deal out of my own history.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
I actually get that.
Considering it's like
You
an
want to
entire
reinvent
traumatic
yourself.
thing.
You want to make
And you know, I only got that title because because almost everybody I know died in a fire that your people caused.
Yeah, all right.
I'm just thinking it makes sense that the Dry Knight gives the Druid levels, but the Angel of Fire should totally give the Paladin levels.
I don't have time for any of this.
Are you gonna do the hand thing with me because you're the angel?
I'm not. They call me the Angel of Fire because my name is Oleana de Anglix. Anglix means angel. I also saved the lives of countless Fey nobles in the Great Fire of Seattle, which you, Largo, know happened in like 1899.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's an actual real historical event that you had to learn about in high school. And that's why I look like this.
Sick backstory. I'm Sir Azrael's Wrath XOXO22.
Oh, I know who you are.
I'm the Angel of Death.
No, you're not. You're a kid who knows more than he should, who somehow ended up here.
Yeah, we need to figure that out. He says he got an email. Who would email him?
Oh, it could be anybody here.
Oh, so they do have email here.
Wait. Okay. So
Well,
let's
I just wasn't sure people were out and about in the same way you were, Oleana.
There are people like... Yes.
I think I get what's happening here.
You don't,
No, you
I can
don't.
assure you, but I would love to hear
I
that.
assure you that I'm pretty sure I nailed it.
I want to hear it.
Okay,
Please do tell.
right. So I came into this thinking this was a LARP,
Okay. Yes.
but it's not a LARP.
Correct. Actually, you're doing pretty good so far.
This is
Give it a minute.
all real, right?
Almost there.
But that's actually the premise of the LARP. It's a meta thing.
There it is.
You know what? I think we can probably work with that.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
you know what? Close enough.
Yeah.
So this is all real. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
This is all real. I am 418 years old, and I survived fire and saved a bunch of Fey nobles, and now I'm here trying to stop everything from collapsing because a bunch of idiots are trying to pull some shit.
Right. And
Wait, we're not
just
the idiots, right?
No,
Okay,
not
thank you.
you.
and we're just regular high school kids.
Yes.
Well,
you are regular
I mean,
kids who
I'm
stumbled
a-
into some shit,
Not
and
anymore.
now I'm responsible for you.
Right. And we have to help you stop a revolution.
Yes, if you want, the foundation of your very world to not crumble.
Dope. So when do we get the superpowers?
actually not that attached to the foundation of my very world.
I mean, do you want to be subjugated by my people? Because that's what will happen.
Well, angels, yeah.
Not
That kind of subjugation, Largo.
Like,
Fae who seek to overthrow the court. They don't want to keep things as they are. They don't understand our history. They just want, and they don't understand why it has to be the way it is. Which is why we're here. People of this place, they don't want that. They don't have any other choice. She's right.
It's the Revolutionary War, and we're the British.
oh no, I can't. I don't look good in red.
Not you. Just your friend is right. There are those amongst our people who are young. They do not understand what we have been through. They're eager for power, eager for things they don't understand.
And we have to stop them
Yes.
with the powers you're gonna give us.
What? Oleana, I've seen you around town. I talk to you sometimes. I don't think you're happy. I don't know. I kind of recently come to the conclusion that, if you want to be happy and if you want something, that you should take it. And, I don't know, why do you deserve to be subjugated?
Oh, we should free you like Aladdin.
We don't have the time to unpack any of what you just said. We really don't.
All right. Well, I'll do what you want. Whatever
I'm
you
not
say, I
forcing you
trust
to do anything.
No.
We
I'm on
went
your
over
side.
this already.
I'm on your side. I'll do what you want. I just wanted to say my
It's not-
piece. No. I'm saying I trust you.
Gathered such interesting folk around you. Fascinating.
Largo's just doing this, like trying to shoot a fireball.
It's not that kind of LARP, Largo.
I thought.
I mean, there's not.
No, I'm the one with the fireballs.
You don't have.
I knew it
Being
was a LARP.
descended from us does not necessarily give you gifts. It simply makes you different. You.
I knew that.
And she
Like a-
turns to Ashley.
You descended from the Oisi. Great people. So few of them are left. I do
So
not know
it's-
exactly who your bloodline is. They would be happy to know that you still live. That there is some of them left, even the smallest amount. Many of us have long gone. Turns to Oleana. Many like her no longer live. So many of us wiped out, not just by mortals, not just by their machinations, but by the world itself, unable to cope. And so new people, rise in their wake. But not all of us are able to live in your world. Even my gift does not allow me to do such a thing.
And she sort of gestures at herself.
The angel is lucky. She is able to do. There are many others who are like her. But not all of them are like her. They don't all understand. We can't have that. That the folk like me, the folk of this place, we don't have any other choice. Maybe one day we will. But
Trails off. And you all see sort of Oleana sort of set her hand on this woman's shoulder.
Andrina, I've gone over this point with them so many times. I think they get it. I know. It's still just. It means to be said. Yes?
It's the lore here is real good, and I feel real bad about you not being able to go to our plane and stuff, especially with the revolution that's happening in your plane. And I want to help you, but I'm assuming that's gonna mean there's gonna be like fighting and sneaking and stuff.
Hopefully not.
Oh,
I don't believe,
And she sort of turns to Oleana.
I don't believe your friend intends to instigate war.
No. We do not need a mortal Fey war. We do not need that. That is the last thing I want.
that sounds.
That
so
is what
fucking
they
sick,
want.
though.
They want that. I don't want that. I really don't want that. No, you don't want that either.
Anti-war.
Listen, the court is not the greatest thing. I will own that. But what the rebels are plotting, from what I've heard, from what the whispers that I've heard of what they want to do, it's bad for everybody. Everybody.
So, like, how do we stop it?
I believe that's why you're here, are you not?
I'm
not
here for
you
World of
specifically.
Warcraft codes. Okay,
But you, the grand you.
Oh.
And Oleana just sort of
Looking for allies.
yes.
And so far we have talked to Danger Mouse.
Oh, Moira's no trouble, really.
And she sort of looks back to where the mouse is just sort of now like leaning back against the window, just sort of watching you all.
She did sort of imply that she was the one who got us here. Or at least Largo.
What have you been doing?
Just having a little bit of fun, but it seems to have been spoiled. No matter, I'll find something
Looks for
more
Blizzard.
interesting to do.
A mouse that can write emails is a pretty cool trick.
I can do so much more than that.
I'm sure. You can also talk, so there's that.
Yes?
All right, this might seem a little callous, but I feel like since you're actually an angel and you've got like all these jobs on the mortal plane, and I was brought here under false pretenses, but I'm still totally willing to help. Can I get $75.33 for the 3 months
That's
of World of Warcraft?
If it will shut you up,
I'm missing a
I
raid
will-
right now to be
I
here.
Hold on. Character break for just a second.
Yes.
Is that how much World of Warcraft cost per month back in this time?
It was $19.99. Yes.
Yep.
Jesus Creasus.
Right?
That's so much money a month. Like Netflix costs less than that now.
Honestly, I think it was actually $25, but I can't remember exactly.
People were wild for that game, huh?
Yup.
I don't want to talk about it.
Sorry for the character break.
No, this is very important. I will absolutely allow this.
It sounded like something that you had researched, which is why I wanted to ask. But,
No,
okay.
this is off of memory.
All right. No, right though. All right.
You know what? I'm sure if we help prevent the Fey end of the world, then I'm sure whatever ruling government would be happy to pay for 3 months of World of Warcraft for you.
Like, if they got magic, do you think they could just get me a permanent account? I will.
They're magical.
Fight
I don't think they work for Blizzard.
I will.
Starting to believe.
I will fight like whoever if I can get a permanent account.
These are the people that eventually make Overwatch. Your chances are not high.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds mid as hell.
I don't know either. Why is my nose bleeding?
No, that's like a weird thing. After like you get this weird sort of like that word comes into your brain and you don't know why, and you just sort of say it without thinking about it, and you watch Andrina just sort of look at you like,
See? There's a little bit of us in you. Not that you know it.
I'm going to make references beyond my time.
Okay, that was cool.
Right.
But again,
Something has changed within me.
I know the names of video games in the future. Don't know anything about them, just the names.
but really, I need to... Yes, I know. You need to speak to Zaiwi. She's not here.
Did we talk to like the fairy president or something? I feel like we're talking to like the county sheriff. No offense. And
Untaken. My
And,
sister,
like-
Zaiwi, is the
Mhm.
leader of this place, of Ostenvoso. She's not what you would call a
sort of wrinkles her nose.
president, but she is the leader of this place.
okay, prime minister, gotcha.
Is she like you, or is she more like the mouse?
Yes. You will see the family resemblance when you meet her.
Oh.
She is off.
Sort of see this look on Andrina's face.
Is it
But
weird
she
that
will
this is
want
what I
you.
imagine Canada being like?
Is Is this not what Canada's like?
It's the least weird thing you've said yet, Largo. I mean, like, woodsy and folksy people in the woods is probably not far off from Canada, no.
No, it's not. I'm so glad I sent Carter to go find food.
Oh, is that where he went?
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god,
kinda
guys, we
just
lost
noticed
Carter.
Carter wasn't
You
here.
didn't lose Carter. I sent him off
So-
on a food mission.
Listen, I
I was
just
gonna
look out for
say,
number
it was a
one.
lot quieter.
Food mission. I'm starting to lead back to
Wait, this is
barbecue.
really important. What did you... I mean, like, Carter's got good taste, but what did you get him... Tell him to go get?
Why does that matter?
Pizza Hut.
What do you mean, why does that matter?
Got sent to his favorite pizza place.
Because if I don't eat good food in a day, I get really grouchy and...
I told him to go look for food that all of you would eat,
All right, he'll know.
Which is-
He'll be able to...
which
he'll-
is a task in of itself.
Yeah, he'll be able to work with that. Although he doesn't
So
know
he-
Largo's here, so that's...
He
kind of
made us BLTs like half an hour ago.
Well, I'm hungry again.
Oh,
The
if
teenagers
you're hungry, I
who
got you,
eat-
man.
Oh my
I
god.
pull out a Lunchable.
Oh my god. Largo, how long has that been in your pocket?
Oh,
It's like-
I always carry emergency Lunchables just
It's like
in case. You never
110
know.
degrees out here.
It's
Yeah, the
not.
cheese is
It's
all
only
melted
like
together.
maybe 65.
Oh, don't even... That sounds so nice.
This is Washington in 2005 in like probably like April. It's not raining, which is a godsend.
Okay. Still, probably humid.
No, it's not.
Well, damn.
We are not necessarily that humid of a state. Not in 2005.
I wish I...
It is
lived there.
very temperate.
It's...
Yeah, again, the
I'm in
blessing
Alabama.
of this day for all of you has been that it is not raining.
I'm in Alabama, and it was like literally 97 degrees today. So,
Oh yeah, no, it's been hot now,
yeah.
but in the
Just
context
custom.
of this game,
Yeah.
it's not like that yet.
The Earth is a fireball. Ashley, did you want a Lunchable? I got a couple more in here.
No, I'm good. I've kind of been turned off surprise food recently.
Okay, no worries. I'm gonna eat one though.
Yeah, also, like...
You stand there eating a Lunchable.
It's the nachos one.
Hey,
Oh
that's
my
kind of an
God.
important question, though. Like, can we not eat the U pizza? Like, would we die or something?
You wouldn't. Oh, that's
Can we not eat your food?
It's complicated. Here, you're safe. But within the reign of the court, that's where you must be careful.
Okay. I'm just saying, like, why can't we just
No,
eat
no,
here?
no, you are understood.
And Andrina's just sort of. You can see that Oleana is very happy to not have to be the one to explain all of this to you.
Hey, did you two want a Lunchable? I got maybe 4 more in here. One of them's the pizza one though. I got that one on accident. It's gross.
We
You-
can now.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
Oleana's like, it's fine. That sandwich earlier was fine. We don't need to eat like you do. And we don't all eat like you do.
Do some of you suck blood?
God, Largo.
What? It's a fair question. She's
We are-
got wings. The mouse talks. This is
We are-
basically Narnia.
We are emissaries from the human world. We are VIPs.
I am Azrael's Wrath, Angel of Death.
I have
There
the
are
blood
those
of
of us,
Numenor
yeah.
flowing through my veins.
Who must consume blood to survive.
Oh,
Not
can
who
I?
live here, but there are many, many types of fair folk.
Vampires are
vampires-
fairies.
Not all vampires, but some of their legends, yes, come from us.
Whoa.
Some of our legends come from them.
Is this some like Twilight crap?
Oh.
Does Twilight exist yet?
I don't
Because
remember.
it
GM
came
is
out
out
at
late.
Twilight.
Doesn't remember when that book came out.
Yeah.
When does Twilight
yeah,
exist?
no, it probably like just came out.
The
Yeah.
movie came out in
I know.
2006. The book
Okay.
came out in 2002. Don't ask me why I know that.
And
I
we're-
know
we're-
what
we're in-
Twilight
we're in,
is,
like,
'cause I can see the
2000X.
future, but
So,
Well, no, and you're a teenage girl in 2005. You absolutely read Twilight.
hey, guess what? Guess what? Blonsky has two, but he doesn't tell anyone that.
Oh my god. Yeah, you see Andrina just sort of wrinkle her nose, like,
No, that woman doesn't even know what how the geography of this state works.
Oh yeah, forks.
Oh,
I mean,
true,
not
yeah,
that I
that's
know
in
anything about it.
Washington. I
Not
always
just,
forget that part.
but no. Many of our legends come from other places, and many legends have taken from us. It is the natural way of time and of storytelling. You've
Cool.
adapted it in your own ways. No longer just mortals sitting around a fire telling stories, after all. You've found other ways to communicate with each other. Some of them more interesting than others.
Cool. So what happens now?
Now, I will go and find my sister when she is ready, and bring you all to her. For
Sweet.
now, Ostranvoso is yours to explore.
Oh, it's an open world.
within reason.
Well, see, the last time we did that, we just literally asked someone how they were doing, and then you came and screamed at us, and then we found out
I
Largo.
didn't scream at you, I was screaming at... And she points at Largo. I didn't think he was gonna be here, and it kind of shocked me, okay?
Yeah,
I
well,
feel
it
like
kind of
there's-
threw us too, so I get it.
I feel like there's a lot of aggression in my direction right now, and it's making me a little uncomfortable.
Oh, like
Because you've
Blonsky's
aggroed
like
everyone
actually
in
like
this place.
Well, I'm the tank. It's my job. I mean, my bad. I'll chillax.
Blonsky like actually looks concerned that you like were upset, like actually upset, and so he's like, "Hey, it's okay, man. You're doing okay."
Like,
You all
it's
right?
a lot to take in. Like, I don't know. Like, are
It
we?
is,
When,
it is.
when do we get our superpowers, or this, like our super death weapon, or like when do I get Excalibur? Like, I'm totally gonna get Excalibur, right?
It's gonna be a fun day, man.
But we've got to find. See, we got to find our calling. That's what this is. This is like the open. All right, I'm good. I got it. Let's go.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
ready.
All right, you feel good? Okay.
Oh.
If you are,
And you see Andrina just sort of turn to Oleana.
I will go find my sister and let her know that you are here. You can keep them safe.
Sort of questions her choice of words.
Yes, I'll keep them from causing too much trouble. Go.
And you see that sort of... You see Andrina sort of curve her arms into herself, and that light sort of shimmers around her again. And you see sort of hovering in the air before it sort of drops to the ground, that little dragon creature sort of scuttle across the ground and move away from you, just down the street and around a corner, much faster than you would think a person or even a creature could move.
One day, I
You
will be
won't-
able to do that.
I'm gonna
Wait.
let you think that because it's way less work than me trying to convince you you won't.
That's a
So
safe
that's the
bet.
Wright brothers.
You are... Day has not been the worst day of my life. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. As you hear someone shouting down the corner. It's fine. Don't worry about
That's Largo's eternal monologue.
it.
I
But
think.
no, really, you guys are gonna be fine here. You know, I told you. And she sort of looks at the two of you and then turns to Largo. There are going to be people here
Right.
who may try and prey on you. Turns around the corner to the mouse that's still sort of sitting on the windowsill that sort of waves its little paw. You just gotta be smart.
Oh,
Oh no.
wicked smart.
And
You
then
have
turns
elite
back to you two.
intelligence, Largo.
I trust you two to make sure he doesn't get taken by anybody.
I'm gonna try, but I mean, obviously you've seen he's a bit of a wild card.
I just start walking.
Oh, God.
He's loose.
Start walking off, and you feel this sort of whoosh as Oleana is now standing right next to you.
Oh,
She didn't, the other two, you saw she didn't fly. She sort of did that thing where she just moves faster than she should because what's left of her wings are propelling her forward. And Largo, you see now that she's right up to you, like, she does, like, look so strangely like this person that you've seen before, but not. Like, she literally, like, she's talking and she glows and these wings are just sort of listlessly moving against her back. Like, don't run off is rule number 1.
oh, my bad.
You can wander as a group, but not by yourselves.
Come on. And she sort of does this back at the other two of you.
So where's like a good spot for beginner quests?
Look, I know that Carter's on a food run, but like, I have got to try the fairy pizza.
I mean,
She sort of looks at her non-existent watch because she's not wearing one.
Mm-hmm.
I guess pizza wouldn't hurt.
So you do call it pizza?
What the fuck else would we call it?
Well, I didn't know if that was the thing you came up with or the thing we came up with.
This
mean,
is
you
really
It
what
says
we
Pizza Hut.
Zippa, Praka, Blurg. Blurg would be a good replacement word for pizza.
Largo's
Slice.
just listing different words that you could use instead of pizza.
Blurg actually would be a pretty good.
You want a
Like-
slice of Blurg? Yeah, like I feel like that's easier.
Except I feel like blurg is like green for some reason, and I don't like that mental image.
No, it's just like it's got a little spinach on it.
Little spinach Blurg, pepperoni Blurg,
Yep. Oh, well, I don't want a green pepperoni. No, thank you.
sausage Blurg.
All right.
I want to go down to Blurg Hut.
Blurg butt.
Little Caesar Blurg.
I think this is part of the actual conversation that's happening because, again, this is a group of teenagers just walking around having the dumbest conversations you could possibly have. Oleana is just, she's not right next to you. She's a couple steps behind you.
Mhm.
Again, at this point, the three of you are aware that she can move a lot faster than any of you can. So it doesn't really matter. She's just sort of letting you guide her in the direction you want to go. And you get pizza. It's actually not bad. Like, it's not the greatest pizza you've ever had, but it's pizza. It's weirdly comforting to eat a slice of pizza just in the middle of town. You know you're not in Hallow Rock, you are distinctively somewhere else. But amidst everything that's happened over the last several days to all of you in various degrees, this is weirdly nice. And for a moment, it is like nothing has changed. Like everything is back to normal. Until you see this little, like, blue glowing thing that zips by you and stops. And it's this little tiny little fairy creature that almost looks like it's made of a flower. It has a little, like, long, almost petal-like hair affectations and little, almost butterfly-like wings as it just sort of zips and stops at a table, turns around and zips back by.
Oh my god, I want to be its best friend.
I immediately start doing the wallet dance, like, oh yeah, I forgot. One of you guys can handle this for me, right? Like, I'll get you back.
Wait, for real? Like, do we pay for this, Oleana? I actually hadn't considered that. You guys don't take like American money, I assume.
Don't. I got it. It's fine. It's complicated. Give me 1 minute.
Okay.
And you see Oleana sort of like digging around in her jacket pocket, pants pocket, and she jigs something out of like the boot of one of her shoes, and you sort of see her snap it open. No,
Yeah, I'll get you on the next one.
it's fine.
Give you
And
like
then
a 50% tip next time I'm at the coffee place.
And then, in what is perhaps the strangest thing you've seen all day, you see her sort of like turn her hand around her side. And any of you who are looking close enough at this see her fingers actually sort of melt into her skin for a second.
Ew.
And like, when she pulls them out, her fingertips are glowing this sort of ethereal green color.
Ooh.
And she drops something into her palm, blows it off. That'll do.
Yo, did you just like pay for pizza with your life force?
No, and she sort of holds up her hand, and you see there's a little tiny like bit of something white with these sort of tinges of black at the corners of it. I'm paying for it with a little bit of me. She walks.
I'm
over to
saying.
the counter.
This
Oh, not
spells
my life force. It's
So that'll grow back.
an iron-kissed fae. It's one of the
Kidney
most.
dollars.
This better not awaken anything in me.
Stop.
It better not.
All right. Well, thanks.
If anyone
Liliana.
wants to
I don't
figure out
think-
exactly what she's talking about, you can roll a brains check.
Hey, let's do some rolls.
Some
I was
Let's do
just
some
rolling.
that.
rolling. I haven't done that this entire game before.
I know, I realized none of you have rolled anything.
Let's freaking go.
So yeah, I would like anyone who would like to figure out who's to try and discern what she's actually talking about to roll me a brains check. This is going to be a difficulty of once the difficulty chart loads. It's going to be a difficulty of 8.
Ha,
Well, I got a
failed.
7.
I also
I
got,
got
a
a
7.
6.
well,
All
that's
of
good.
you-
Okay, we didn't fail real bad though, so that's good.
No. Give me one moment while I confirm.
Consult the
Kidney
tables.
dollars.
The tableau. Kidney dollars.
Uh,
I swear to God, Laga, if this awakens anything in you, you're going to be facing Ashley's wrath.
Well, hold on. Whoa. He's allowed to have things awaken in him. Even if it's weird.
I mean,
Kidney dollars should not be an awakening.
Okay, I'll give you that one. Like, yeah, please do not become a new urban legend, Largo.
I was just saying some of the dope shit I've read.
so you all fail. You do not
Yes,
fail
thank you.
spectacularly, but each of you, for failing that roll, does gain an adversity token. So please mark that on your character sheet for failing the roll. For anyone
Yes.
who does not know that, in Kids on Bikes, whenever you fail a roll, you gain 1 adversity token, which is something you can use to either power up rolls later on or potentially use other abilities that you have on your character sheet, and you can stack them. You can also use them to help other players when you are doing certain planned actions. But you all gain 1 from failing that roll.
Could have used one to succeed. No, I'm gonna save it for the pizza
All right,
party.
save it. That's totally fine. So you all are kind of she definitely pulled something out of herself. It did look like a physical something. It was definitely like tangible.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was definitely something. Maybe it was like part of her.
Yeah.
Did she just like pull out a piece of her own like bone or something?
Yeah.
The
I would-
bones are their money.
I'm
I
not
would like to
gonna
mimic.
ask any more questions, but like, it feels like she's really downplaying how nice this was.
I would like to mimic what she did to see if I could do it.
You put your hand next to your body and you just push into your skin. It is kind of unpleasant.
Nobody gets it right the first time. I'm gonna just kind of keep at it.
And none of you catch the reference that none of you understand what she means by iron kissed. It's some weird fae thing. None of you know what that means.
I accept that.
They're not. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Your food's paid for. Not a big deal.
Pizza.
You have a very nice
See.
time eating.
The mozzarella
Is it
hits
just pizza?
different.
Is it just like pizza?
It's what kind of pizza do you think these three would be after?
Supreme. Just a garbage pizza, just everything.
Garbage
on it.
pizza?
Yeah. Can we just get a one of everything, please? Thank you.
Maury, does Ashley have opinions about this?
I feel like Ashley would initially go for cheese pizza, but then immediately is just like, no, just get the everything.
Oh my god. Yes. You are all able to...
Yeah.
It is comforting in that sort of like shitty garbage pizza sort of way, but it's nice. It is, again, sort of this strange reminder of what, for you, real life is. It is a little awkward, given the fact that the three of you have not really spent any determinate amount of time with each other as a group, and there's some weird vibes and tension going on, but it's not, in amidst everything that you've been dealing with, this part's nice. And Oleana is sort of like awkwardly kind of sitting off in a chair. She's at your table, but she's kind of a little further away from you, letting you all eat, and she's just kind of...
Hey, that's a sick guild name, Iron Touched, by the way.
Iron Kissed.
Oh,
It's
right.
not a...
I think you're just going to have to play along a little bit.
Yeah. It's not a guild. It's a, what would you call it? It's not a title either. It's a subspecies,
Oh,
kind of. But we're not all... Iron is bad for Fae. Very bad. And there are some of us, very, very few, who are born with the ability to withstand it. I'm not one of those. I was forcibly made what I was through... She sort of lifts her arm in her hand where you can see these sort of very gnarly looking burns. I'm Iron Kissed because I survived it. Now I just have other problems. I still try to avoid it when possible. And she sort of looks at the other two of you. You remembered the weird spiky ball that Carter now has in his bag. I try to avoid it because it's still unpleasant, but there are so few of us left that any part of us is valuable. Again, we don't deal in tangible, mostly.
So
And
is
even
that
though
why
that-
I got a rash when my mom bought me that like really cheap bracelet?
No, that's because cheap metal turns your skin bad colors.
Oh.
I don't know what Andrina saw. I don't have her ability to sense that, but I mean, it wouldn't be out of the ordinary for a family as old as yours to have ties to us. Again, we've been intermingling with mortals since we showed up here. I mean, and the Walkers are an old family. It wouldn't be out of, again, like I said, it wouldn't be out of the ordinary for you to have some lineage. The Oisi are, it's a general term, but they're pretty old. Not a lot of them left, but at least not here. There may be some out for the places, but...
And I'm totally gonna end up being some like long lost princess.
Oh, you wish.
Been missing for centuries,
Uh-huh.
and now I have returned.
Oh, I made this so much worse.
You really did.
Uh,
Oh, this is gonna be. Oh, yeah.
Kind of like
It is okay. I shall be a merciful princess. And you will only have to pay for half of the pizza for the rest of ever.
uh,
I'm only partially kidding. If I actually end up being something like long lost fairy princess, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind.
oh, and you haven't already lost your mind?
No, I mean, I thought I did, but apparently it keeps going deeper every time something happens.
Well,
How?
yes.
Oh, you can answer. You can answer Ashley's question. I just had a question that I was gonna ask afterwards. Like, if somebody had iron here, how bad would that be? Like, is that like an offense? Like, you could be arrested for that kind of thing, or is like
No, wave it around. What are you concerned about?
nothing?
And she just sort of looks at you with these unblinking, glowing, green, pupilless eyes. It is very hard to read her expression. And again, the inside of her mouth is also glowing this same green color when she talks.
Just don't be stupid and don't wave it around.
Okay.
Don't try to hurt anybody with it, and you'll be fine. Like I said, be smart.
Hey, intelligence. Well, it is my.
I
dumb
know
stat. I
you're
don't
not.
need it
I know.
because
I know.
paladin, more charisma,
Uh-huh.
strength based.
Uh-huh.
You got a splash of wisdom for some of the heal spells. I guess intelligence is my dumb stat. But I won't do anything stupid.
And that's why you're not gonna go off on your own. You've got friends. You've got a little party to hang out with.
Oh,
As she gestures to the other two.
And one more that will be here later.
hey, after this is over, you guys want to come over to my place and watch some Dane cook?
No.
I need that to have actually been in unison.
Stop the silence. It's just exactly the same.
Yes, and can only go so far there.
I know.
Sometimes you get a no period. I'm new improv technique. No period.
I felt that come from the purest parts of y'all's soul.
That was very good. That was very good. Thank you for that. We're gonna have a momentary break of laughter as we need it. As the ads are playing, it's fine.
Oh, that's making it into the highlight reel.
Thank you everybody for putting up with whatever the hell this is. We love you all.
It was the first stand-up show I ever went to go see.
Listen,
Thanks to our sponsors for allowing this.
yes, thank you to our sponsors, to our viewers, to everybody who is sitting here watching this. Thank you. I promise it's not always like this. But sometimes it is.
This is...
Hey!
God?
Oh, I'm so upset.
I'm
It's
sorry,
fine.
Or the voice of God is speaking. It's fine.
All right. Now that we've had a momentary breather, everybody,
Oh.
with that definitive no. All
Okay,
right.
it's cool.
That was awkward.
Yeah.
That invitation was for you too, if you wanted to come to the human world.
I live in the human world.
Well, I mean, right. And if you wanted to like watch them stand up,
You know what? If we succeed and everything doesn't get fucked up, then I think we can all hang out and watch something together.
Holy shit.
Whatever that is, we can figure out later.
I got some recommendations and some really good stuff. So.
Oh, I imagine you do. I just bet you.
From Blomsky's perspective, what just happened
Uh-huh.
was that Largo asked you out and you said yes. And
Oh my god.
And
That is also what is happening in Largo.
And no. But like Blomsky's furious that it worked for Largo, like just being his like nerdy self. But it's quiet.
Does Ashley understand what actually just happened? I need to know this for reasons, Maury.
I think,
you can roll for it if you want, or you can just
yeah, I think that might be a thing, because I don't know if Ashley's like, I don't know if Ashley's smart enough to piece it together or dumb enough to piece it together.
If you would
you
like,
rolling.
I will have you roll. Let's see. I'm gonna have you roll a charm check, as charm helps you determine how socially adept you are, as well as how good you are reading other people or a group of people. A little kids on bikes info for anyone who's not that familiar with the system.
I'd like to point out this is my best stat.
What did you roll?
4.
Well,
Got that Baldur's Gate luck.
Considering I set this at a 5 for you to figure out, it takes you a second. You're trying to like piece together what just happened. And you're like, no, that's not. But like, it has to be. There's no other. But no. She's 400 years old. She wouldn't. And how you choose to act from that is up to you.
Largo has a swell of confidence that just has come over.
Okay, for my own mental state, did you just ask her out?
Yeah, like, so after this is over, I was either gonna see if she wanted to come over to my place to watch The Notebook, or I was gonna take her to see the new Star Wars movie.
You do realize I'm right here.
Hey,
And you do realize how dumb all of you are, right?
I mean, I don't want to like assume anything.
Teenagers not assuming things.
Hey,
I didn't want to outwardly assume anything.
If I was gonna date anybody, it would not be one of you 3 children.
I think you would.
Wow.
I never thought you would.
I'm not really ready for a serious relationship either. We can keep it casual.
You know what? I don't have the mental fortitude for this. I'm not made for this. Why?
I don't even think I like swing that way, but I'm offended.
You do all realize the gravity of this, right?
Not really.
Well, I mean, we're eating pizza.
Yeah. That's not what I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this.
I'm 418 years old. I've had a lot of time. I don't tend to date very often. It has nothing to do with any of you three. It has everything to do with me.
I get that. I get that. You gotta find
I'm
yourself.
I'm from an ancient bloodline that doesn't exist anymore.
I mean, so am I. As we've apparently learned.
You are a single
Shit.
drop in that bloodline.
Oh, that was out loud.
Yeah. You don't
Oh.
have the greatest mental filter. It's fine.
Listen.
I'm
Okay, I
listening.
didn't think that far ahead in the sentence, but you get you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
I think I got.
Uh-huh.
I watched How Stella Got a Groove back with my mom, and I think I get what's happening here. Like, you're living like a mundane life, and you just gotta go and find yourself, girl. You gotta get that groove back.
Uh-huh. You know what? I will remember that. Thank you.
No problem. I'm sensitive.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
If you ever need to talk.
Yeah, because you can really comprehend what
400 years.
Yeah, you can comprehend 400 years, almost dying to molten beams of iron falling from the sky that hinder your ability to do what you're actually good at. The fact that I can literally kill someone with the sound of my voice. Yeah, you don't know what he's talking about. The other two have
he's
watched
The
her.
Notebook, so
I have watched The Notebook.
Uh-huh.
I watched it in theaters, and I almost died.
For you.
I suffered a vicious mauling attack, but I got through it.
Mm-hmm.
You lost a shoe.
Shut up.
Licking is not mauling, Largo.
No, he totally was gonna bite me.
Do I even want to know this story?
You got chased by a dog once.
That was it. That was the whole story.
It was kind of like a wolf, actually. It was more wolf.
Yeah, dogs are kind of like
know
wolves.
if a wolf was chasing you.
And that's why I said it was a wolf, because that's what was chasing me. I survived the wolf
Get
attack.
the one from outside.
There's a wolf here? Is that
Yeah, you didn't notice this, but there was in fact a like bipedal, like humanoid shaped wolf outside having a conversation with someone.
I want to go home now. I don't know. No, I don't.
You didn't see it, but now you're hearing about it now.
Yeah, just hearing that, it's just I don't like that. It reminds me of the mauling.
Are you? Is he?
He's actually kind of scared of dogs.
I'm not scared of dogs. I'm scared of wolves.
Scared of a Labrador.
It was a black lab, first off, and it was like made of it was like a black lab wolf hybrid.
Uh-huh.
A dire black lab wolf hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
We just learned there's magic. It was a magic black lab dire wolf.
You know what?
Hey,
if we run into any dogs, I will make sure to scare them away. Is that okay?
And if we run into any revolutionaries, I'll scare them away for you.
Ugh.
I think the best course of action is just to go with it.
You know what? I've had weirder days than this, but oh, fuck it. You guys are all I have right now. There are a lot of people who want to do a lot of
really, really, really bad things and fuck up everybody's lives just for their own selfish reasons.
And we're the chosen ones.
I'm more like stumbled onto the back of a monster fight behind the multiplex ones.
Yeah. I can't give you magical powers, but I can at least, give you some tools, some things that you might be able to use if necessary.
I've got a katana that I bought from the mall at home. Should I bring that next time?
No. Like Andrina said, I don't want this to come to combat. Not especially for any of you. You're not. I can hold my own. I'm a creature made for that.
Me too.
But you're mortals. You're young. You have your whole lives ahead of you. You will not survive that kind of battle.
Yeah,
The battle I intend to bring you on is one not on a literal battlefield. If we're lucky, then we can maybe stamp out the whispers before they get too loud.
Well, let's do it. We're the.
You're good at getting
human-
information. You're good at talking to people. You're good at
I
getting
know.
places you shouldn't be.
There's one thing I know about this world, it's that we're American and we're good at crushing rebellions.
Yes, you are.
I'm like the
Don't-
Highlander.
Don't fact check that.
Regardless. You don't need me, but I need you. I can only do so much with what I have. It's gonna mean a lot more to a lot of people. It's not just me, the Angel of Fire, coming in to say
So
whatever
awesome.
she wants. A bunch of mortal kids are standing up for not just themselves, not just humans, for us, with us. Hopefully someone will get the message. Hopefully someone a little bit higher up might see it too. So we start here. We start here. We start in town. We find the people who we know will listen. I've got a few leads in a couple different places, but we talk to Zaiwi first. We make sure that things are where they're supposed to be. Because anything in this town that goes awry, it usually starts here. She's good at picking out the ones who don't really fit in.
You know, this is less World of Warcraft and more Narnia the more I think about it.
You can think about it however you want. I don't really give a shit.
Except rated R Narnia.
Arnia. Rated Arnia.
See, that's it. There's something in you that might just be what we need to stop this. Not literally. As she's very clearly regretting her choice of words.
Oleana needs your bone marrow.
As the other two of you have heard Oleana talk like this a lot, and now are realizing, as she is, that maybe she needs to adjust the way that she's speaking, because everything she says is being taken literally now. And I broke you. It's fine.
I get it. Like, it's Narnia, so like, we're not the chosen ones yet. We have to prove to all of fairy kind that we're the chosen ones. And that's when they'll name us the kings and queen of this country, and
No.
that's when we get our magic sword.
No. You're getting ahead of yourself again.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta talk to Santa before we get the magic stuff.
That's right! None of you bastards better like Turkish delights.
Where's Carter?
Where is Carter?
Yeah,
He went to get
actually,
food.
he's been
Oh!
gone too long.
Oh my god.
Did we
Carter
kill him?
We should probably go find him. That might be good. That might
This
be
is
good.
Narnia.
Yeah. No, it's fucking not. We've been over this.
If there's a talking lion, somebody's got to talk to it for me, though.
If there's
Like
one
a
thing I
wolf.
know is that
Carter
Carter is a traitor, and he's left to get food, and Turkish delight is food,
It's not even
and
about anyway. You have a weird thing going on, and I don't like the vibe.
we had a weird thing going on. It's a lot to get into. Point being,
Oh,
we
I'm
need
not
to
just
find
talking
him
about
before
you
he
two, I'm
sells us
talking about
out.
all of this. As you are sort of all walking out of the pizza place together. There's like a whole bunch of weird fucking vibes going on here, and like again, I don't have that. She does this weird sort of finger thing. I don't have that, but like even I can read the room, and there's like a whole lot of shit going on between all of you.
Is Lion Jesus real?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, okay.
Like I kind of expected that, but I'm thinking they replaced the lion with the wolf. You see what they're doing here? Like they're subverting our expectations. I like this.
You're really being so literal about this, and it's so annoying. All right, I sent Carter that way. Come on. And she sort of leads you all around a corner, kind of heading off. I mean, you don't fucking... And she walks around a corner, and you immediately see her face plant into somebody. Fuck!
I mean, that's not funny. Are you
Oh,
okay?
Hey, are you okay? Like, Blonsky seems like very worried that you actually physically harmed yourself. You okay? Hey, you okay? All right.
I'm fine. And you see her looking up at a very tall figure with sort of tanned skin and long pink shaggy hair with little braids coming down the front. You can't really see much of their face, but they're just sort of standing there holding this staff, kind of just, it's all right. You don't have to worry about it. I'm sorry, that's on me. I didn't mean to.
Big.
This way. And she sort of swerves around the person.
Largo is like dead on staring.
Dead on staring. They're just sort of standing there. And you, again, they have these sort of long bangs, and you can't really see their eyes. The rest of the face looks human, but... You gonna keep staring?
Just a little bit longer. I'm Azriel's Wrath. XO22 at your service. It's lovely to meet you. You're very big.
Thank you. They're nice to meet you.
You fucking... Come on! And Oleana kind of comes around like, don't
Okay.
dare.
all right.
It's
Sorry.
rude.
Wait, he's still learning.
So big.
I know. Come on. Come on.
Okay.
There'll be
Bye.
lots more big people for you to stare at later. This person's just sort of standing there watching you all like, that was weird. They just kind of watch and How long do you as
It's
you're
like-
being dragged away, are you just still watching this person as you're being dragged away?
Like half of it is like, can I see the stilts? And then the other half is, wait, there's no stilts? Oh.
But yeah, you were just watching. They're just sort of standing there, just watching you, with this sort of little smile on their face, just amused. Really? There's gonna be lots more interesting things. You really picked that one to just stare at?
Big.
They're not even. Gestures off to one side where there's like an 8-foot tall like tree person standing over in a corner, like sitting on a bench. Like they have what looks like, they don't have hair, it's almost like leaves and berries that are sort of like growing out of their head. As you are you've been seeing this, but now you're fully sort of realizing what's all around you.
Hey, guys. I think this might actually be fucking for real.
It happened.
Is it okay? Hey buddy.
Uh,
Keep level.
what?
You're okay.
Tree. Percy, big
Yeah?
person.
It's okay. They're just a
Yeah.
person. They're not Homo sapien, but they're a person, just like you and me, okay? Okay?
Full on hyperventilating into his
Oh no.
into the
Okay,
bag. He got the Lunchables out.
We lost him.
Hey.
Oh,
What do you need?
Sun's
man?
getting real low.
Oh, come on, over here. And she sort of
okay.
is sort of leading. You see her arms just sort of wrap around all of you. She's not that tall, but she's just sort of nudging you in the direction. Like, come on,
Okay.
sit down.
Okay.
And she sort of pushes Largo down onto a bench. Like, sit down, breathe. This is real. All of this is real. And as she's talking, you see her face and her body start to shift, and she looks human again.
Ah!
Same
Yeah.
person.
Oh, Liana, not sure that was great timing.
Oh boy.
I can't always control it. I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
Oh god, I'm really not gonna get those goddamn Warcraft codes.
Well,
At least
you
the
actually
priorities are the same.
the mouse may actually have Warcraft codes for all we know.
I'm sorry. I really am that all of you got drug into this, but
I got duped by a mouse. A
Yeah.
mouse scammed me. A mouse email scammed me.
I mean, it's not the worst thing that could have happened.
It is actually really funny.
I think the mouse wanted your soul in exchange for the Warcraft code, so maybe it was a good thing that we found you.
I mean,
like,
so does
you
Blizzard.
don't know Largo as well as we do, but like, you do not understand how close then we were to that happening. He may have already sold his soul for Warcraft codes somewhere else.
I mean, how long does it take a mouse to type an email? That's gotta kind of look adorable. Ah!
This is going well.
You good? Do you think that was your last one?
Wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, I think they're out now.
Sure? You 100% sure?
We're good.
Because I really need you to not freak out when we go and meet Zaiwi, okay?
I'll be good. I got it all
If you hold it together, I will pay for the 3 months. If you hold it together.
4.
Fine.
Okay.
But you're pushing it.
All right. I got this. Azrael's Wrath. Oh, okay. Angel of
You gonna
Death.
be good? You gonna
Yeah.
be good?
I'm the Angel of Death. I'm not scared of anything.
You got this. You got this. You're gonna be good. You got this. I promise. You got this. And as
Laura
Oleana's
Jenkins.
talking, you all see a pair of hands reach around and touch her on the shoulder, and she just sort of flips around as you all see someone standing behind her. A person. They look just like a normal dude. A normal human-looking dude with sort of dark black hair that has been dyed like sort of this reddish purplish color, with very intricate looking, really pretty tattoos coming around his arms. Didn't expect to see you here. The fuck are you doing here? Where the fuck are you? Don't fucking touch me. That's a nice way to greet a friend.
This feels more
Who are these
concerning
three?
than everything else I've seen before.
Is
I'm
this
getting-
guy bothering you, Oleana?
I'm getting Ross and Rachel vibes from these two right now, and I don't like it.
Your friends are saying a lot of words, and I don't really get what's going on. I don't have time for you right now.
Tell them.
We have way bigger issues. The
Mhm.
fuck are you even doing here? I could say the same of you. What are you doing with all these guys? I didn't hang out with... I hang out with whoever I want, thank you very fucking much. We've been over this already. It's been
Don't.
200 years. You could maybe cut me some
Especially
slack.
when we're all dragged into the end of the world.
And
I'm-
also that.
I am
And
not
also
freaking
that.
out.
Yeah, no, you're not freaking out. Then again, I'm probably the least scary thing you've seen. I don't really live here anyway.
That's real intense.
Oh, I live in town. I don't live in Ostrenvoso. Like Oleana, I can, And he sort of wiggles his fingers, and you see this sort of shift in his, like this light that sort of shimmers around his hand, and you see the tattoo on his arm, which is this very beautiful, like, serpentine flower motif sort of shift and move a little bit.
Sick.
I can fit in a little bit. But I come here to, help people out who don't.
So what are you the angel of then?
Oh, I'm not an angel of anything. That's her
Okay.
fucking title, not mine. But I could ask what all you are doing here. That is none of your fucking business. What do you want? Can't say hello to... You know what? I can see where I'm not wanted. We can talk later. Yeah, we fucking can. I don't fucking have time for any of this. We have to go fucking... And just as Largo is finally calming down, Oleana is starting to kind of not freak out, but as the other two of you who have witnessed this before, she's starting to kind of get that, like, she's freaking out a little bit. She's a little bit frustrated. You can see her eyes are sort of flitting back and forth between human and that green color. I do not fucking have time for you or for this or for fucking any of this. And she shouts and her voice gets a little bit louder, and you all get this sort of ringing in your ears that's very intense. Two of you sort of recognize what might have just happened. Largo, that was very strange, but there's this deep reverberation in your ears that hurts a little bit.
Oh, the shatter spell.
Is this what I'm like?
Honestly, you're kind of not far off, Largo. We're pretty sure she killed the guy earlier with it.
We could freaking die here.
Oh,
I
no,
mean-
she's on our side.
Does this guy have any, like, weapons or anything on his person?
He does not appear to have any weapons on his person. He does, again, sort of set his hands, not on Oleana's shoulders, but, like, here on her arm. And you see where his hand touches her the tattoo sort of shifts around his arm, and you see this sort of serpentine thing. It's not quite a snake, it's some other sort of creature, sort of shift around and come up to where his hand is on her arm. And this sort of, again, that sort of light sort of permeates from his fingertips. And he's sort of speaking in this, none of you understand the language that he's speaking in, but he's speaking very softly to her. Breathe. It's all right. Breathe. And Oleana's eyes, after a moment, sort of fade back into those sort of humanoid pupils again. I'm sorry. I should not have. Did I hurt any of you?
My ears hurt
Just-
a little.
Just mild tinnitus.
And she's not her eyes sort of shift back down to the ground.
You okay? What do you need?
I need to get this together, and I
Yeah.
need to find Carter.
Oh, you guys broke up or something? That this is how my mom acts with. Never mind.
That's beside the.
Called it.
Our relationship is beside the point.
Yeah, I knew it.
I could have hurt all of you. I am very good at. I'd like to think that I'm very good at controlling my impulses, but clearly I'm not.
We all have bad days. It's been very stressful.
But your bad
particularly
days don't
for
end
you.
in you, killing people with the sound of
Yeah,
your
but you've had a very long day. You've had to deal with a lot, and that's not considering everything that isn't the three of us. So, yeah, you could have exploded all of our ear canals, but on the
I
other
could have
hand,
exploded all of you.
but like that happens.
No, it doesn't. No, it really
do-
doesn't,
like,
Ashley.
It's just another day. Like, it happens. Like, I don't think anyone here is gonna like hold you in contempt or anything. Like, you're doing great. You're doing great.
You know,
This is helping.
I too know what it's like to hold a massive amount of power in your voice.
Oh my fucking god.
We were doing a PvP raid, and we went to the newbie zone, and you're supposed to let newbies rock, but I was feeling particularly bloodlusty one day, and I gave the order to my clan to wipe out the spawn point, and I felt bad about it. Like, looking back, so I get what you're going through. He just passed
Yeah.
on my shoulder.
She
Yeah, he's
does.
dumb.
When you touch her shoulder, she does flinch a little bit. It seems instinctual more than anything.
Sorry.
And you do get that thought of remembering she's covered in scars. Okay, maybe don't touch her without
Sorry.
But yeah, you don't get like an aggression or anything from it. It's just very an instinctual, like she doesn't want to be touched sort of tone.
Does substance.
Very gracious, understanding. We really need to go find Carter now.
All right, I'll lead the way.
No, you will not.
Oh, okay.
No, you will definitely not.
I definitely.
I think
Yeah.
I know where your friend is.
Considering the last time you led the way, it involved a bunch of people new to a situation dying, I don't think that's a good idea.
I didn't.
No,
I've also led successful raids. I'm just saying.
I just bet you have. and you see the mystery man, whose name you don't know, he lets go of Oleana's arm, and you see the tattoo curl its way back up his arm. Come on, I think I saw your friend over that way. And that is where we will end, as the group of you are heading off down another direction to go find Carter, having just, well, whatever the hell that was.
What just happened?
You'll find out later.
There was pizza, there was a mouse, there was... What?
Thank you again, everyone, for listening in on all of this chicanery and nonsense. Again, I am Lane. I am your GM for this game. I am Nerdsmith's goth historian. You can find me all around doing all sorts of things, including this here show. But what about you, players? Please introduce yourselves once again.
I have been Benjamin Gray. You can call me Ben. He, him. You can catch me on Roleplay Retcon, my podcast where we remake famously disappointing movies with role-playing games and storytelling games. Right now we're running through Frank Miller's The Spirit, 2008. Lost tens of millions of dollars, has 14% on Rotten Tomatoes. And we're using a game called Noirlandia by Evan Rowland. It's very good. And after that, we're going to do Empire Records with Pete Mitchell from the band No More Kings. So that was a lot of fun to do.
Next, please.
That would be me. Hello, I'm Noir. I've been Largo. I'm sorry. You can
Do not be sorry.
you can find me every Monday on Queen's Course Gaming for Harlem Hellfighters Never Die. Also on Mondays you can find me over on Stream Punks for Clear Lake something. I forgot the name of the show, but it's Us and Dinosaurs. It's fun. And then every Friday over on JCon TV for Table Takes News, and finally every Saturday morning for Morning Ritual. I'm actually considering playing World of Warcraft after this.
My goodness, I love that.
Hell yeah. And I am, and always will be, Maury. And I'm gonna continue playing Ashley until this is done. I still don't have anything to plug, but you can find me wandering around the city of Melbourne every now and again if you're there, I guess, or something. I don't know.
Wonderful. Thank you, folks, again. We will be back with Hallow Rock next week. Same time, same place. Please join us tomorrow. I believe we have Dragon's Crown tomorrow, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. Definitely keep an eye on the Twitter for that and next week's streams as well. Thank you all again so much, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.